All right, getting into some NBA talk that we're manufacturing ourselves since there's been a lack of storylines the last 5 weeks now. Uh, well, Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, I think they're making up.
Yeah, I heard that neither player is going to be traded. So
Yeah, so there's a debate we've seen had on shows like First Take and stuff like that, but we thought they were missing a big point when they got into this discussion. You have two big rookies this year, right? Zion Williamson, the prodigy. Everybody saw him coming. And then you have a guy who slid from potentially a top 5 pick to, okay, he's going to be a top 3, to ended up being the number 2 overall pick in Ja Morant. Ja got off to an electric start. And then not that he fell off. He kind of tapered. Guys figured him out a little bit. And then Zion came on late, obviously, because he was injured all season.
yeah,
But we wanted to discuss. If you're building a championship, or a franchise, you're chasing a championship, you have to build your team around one or the other of those two guys. Who are you taking? I'll give you the floor, my friend.
bro, you already know who I'm taking. Okay,
Tell the
I'm
people.
gonna put these two players. I'm not gonna say either name or anything.
Okay.
So one player for his team, he's the leading scorer on his team. He leads the
This
team
is
in
already
assists.
a dumb argument. I can tell you
Listen,
that.
he leads the team in assists, right?
Yeah.
He's a primary ball handler on the team, primary playmaker on the team, and as I said, since he's leading scorer, he's their number one option on offense.
Yep.
Now you got another guy on this side who's only played 19 games. Not when we're talking about building a team around. 19 games.
Yep. What did he
Has
do in
lost
those
9
19 games?
Of those 19 games, has lost 9 of those.
Yep.
I get it. What is he averaging? 23 points a game? About, I'd say.
He's averaging 23.6.
23.6. His team's still not even in a playoff position with him playing 19 games. Even though they were only a few games behind 8. They were only a few games behind 8. They still lost 9, meaning that he didn't make.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
The greatest difference.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah.
But those first 5-6 games, he was only playing 15-20 minutes a game. Remember that. And that first game he played, when he was splashing, going off, they took him out. When he should have been, if he had continued, they would have won. He'd have 5 straight 3-pointers.
They took him out for a reason. I don't know what it was, but they took him out.
He was on a minute restriction. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know.
A minute restriction.
At that point, screw the minute restriction.
Did you watch The Last Dance? MJ was on a minute restriction of 14 minutes.
We're talking about MJ.
If Michael Jordan can be on a minute restriction, Zion Williamson can be on a minute restriction. Get out of here. Finish your point.
I've laid out those two players.
Yeah.
You're telling me you'd rather build the team around the guy with the second option. The guy with only playing 19 games. Sure, leads the team in scoring, but besides scoring, he's undersized at his position. So defensively, he's always going to have trouble there. Morant at his position. What do you mean? Zion is an undersized power forward.
Okay, sure, but trouble at his position? The guy's a bloody freak of nature.
He's a freak of nature, but I'm saying defensively, he's going to have some troubles. Think about him guarding a guy like
and you think
Giannis.
You think Ja Morant is a fantastic defender?
But he's built for his position. He's a tall guy for his position, actually. He's unapologetic. My thing with that guy is he's unapologetic. This guy was going at players like Harden, and he's a rookie this year.
No, I like the fire in his stomach.
The confidence is there, and and the results are there too. Because his team went from a team that people disregarded, didn't even talk about, to now they're in the 8th spot, and people are looking at, oh shit, they might be matching up with Lakers. Of course, Lakers are gonna win that first round if they were to start the playoffs today.
Yeah.
But the fact is, he made the ultimate difference to his team. And this is where I'm going at with this argument.
Okay. Before I get to why all that stuff is irrelevant, I'm going to just dispel some of your arguments. All right?
Yeah.
Who cares that the guy's only played 19 games? We're building a franchise moving forward for the future, trying to build a championship contender here. I don't care the kid's only played 19 games. He's healthy now. I'm looking at the medical reports. He's fine. Okay. I saw what he's done his whole life. College career, 19 games. You can tell that talent is there. So that's not that big of a deal. It's a factor, but not that big of a deal. All right? Ja Morant, I love what you're doing. All right? 26% usage percentage. He's got the ball in his hand a lot, as he should. You know, between him and Dylan Brooks are the best players on the team, and he's better than Dylan Brooks. But Here's what it comes down to for me at the end of the day. How many teams, let's say in the last 20 years, have won an NBA championship with their point guard being their best player? One. Steph Curry, 2015, Golden State Warriors. You want me to go through the list? Tell me which. And you could say probably this year, Lakers, LeBron. And you know why that is? It's extremely difficult to win in the playoffs when your point guard is tasked with handle the ball up the court every single possession, play make for other guys, and score yourselves. We saw it with Steve Nash. Guy won 2 MVPs, averaging 25 in the playoffs, 10 assists. It's so hard to get your team those wins and dubs when you have to do everything for the point guard position. Unless you're a guy like LeBron James, who's a 6'8", 6'9" point guard, it's tremendously difficult. You can go through every year. It hasn't been done, and that's the reason. Look at the teams, all right? Raptors. If Kyle Lowry was your best player, you're not winning nothing. Even when he was the second best, it was tough. You had to bring in Kawhi Leonard. Look at teams like Washington. Why has John Wall never done nothing in the playoffs and Bradley Beal? Well, when your point guard is your best player, why is Kyrie? Sorry?
You're gonna disregard injuries for John Wall.
No, but that obviously this season. I'm saying in the past, why isn't he able to do much in the playoffs?
Okay. Well, when was the last time you seen John Wall play in a playoff game?
2 years ago. It might be 3 years ago. But I'm just saying, as an example, find me a team that can even go on a run, make a finals, the point guard being their best player. Doesn't happen. So why would I build my team over a point guard who's not reconnect your video, pal? Why would I build my team over a point guard when the winning formula is not going to be there? You need to have that small forward or power forward who can do multiple things on the court as your best player, your go-to guy, who can get you buckets in different ways, and a 3-level score. Zion Williamson, we know he can score inside. His mid-range is okay. We've seen sequences where his perimeter shooting is good. Ja Morant, he's decent 3-point shooter mid-range. He attacks the basket, but his finishing isn't there yet either. Like, he tries to dunk on these guys when it's like, dude, just lay it up and you'll get it. So you need versatility. No, I get that, but you need versatility in your best player to win a championship. I can take you through all the last 20 NBA winners. There's only one team that's won with their point guard being the best player, and that was Stephen Curry. And that's even an outlier because he's the best shooter of all time.
Wait, were you telling me that Zion spaces the floor better?
No.
More versatile offensively?
No, listen to the words coming out of my mouth. I'm talking about 3-level scorers. What they're going to be at in their primes. I think Zion could be a really good 3-level scorer. I don't know how Ja's going to be going on the inside consistently in the playoffs when the paint gets smaller. Is he going to be able to go in there and get you 15 points in the paint is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You have anything to rebuttal? I'm literally talking about winning here.
That's your whole piece.
I'm talking about winning. I gave you, what do you mean the whole piece? I just give you a 6-minute spiel.
Here's my thing,
in one year and out the other year.
Here's my thing, buddy. As you were saying, Morant early in the season was averaging probably about 20, maybe even over 20 points, right?
He's like 24 or something. Yeah.
Where is he at now? Now he took a big step back, 17 points a game, but he's averaging 7 assists a game. Yeah. Meaning that he himself is trying to make everyone around him better.
As he should, as the point guard, yeah.
Exactly. And is he? There's a guy, Dylan Brooks, who's averaging 14.7 points a game.
Dylan Brooks is averaging more than that, I believe.
Huh? What I saw was around that.
I think he's closer to 17 or something.
What I'm trying to get at is, you're comparing a guy who's, Zion, I'll give it to him. He's dominant. He offensively, he's great. But this guy, we're talking about franchise player. This Morant is going to make every player on that team better.
And how's Zion not going to do the same when he's getting those double teams and guys are getting open looks?
Zion ain't gonna, what double teams are you putting on Zion?
Are you kidding me? This guy gets the ball in the paint.
Listen, you put him on the inside.
Yes.
Put a bigger man on him.
I'll let you go first. Okay, bigger man. Giannis is bigger than him, right? Giannis is almost 7 feet. Zion is big. Okay.
Giannis, I'm telling you, Giannis would have a good time guarding.
Okay. The last time Giannis guarded Zion ripped the ball out of his arms like Giannis was a baby.
Great. And
like
they
a
lost
child.
the game.
Yes, because his team's growing. They suck. But I'm saying, no. Give me a second here. Give me a second here.
You put those two teams. Take Ja Morant off Memphis. You take Zion off of Pelicans. Pelicans are a way better team. You can't even give me
Yeah,
the
sure.
team
But let me
argument.
finish. You don't let somebody explain their thoughts ever. All right. I don't even know what I was
Maybe
gonna
jump
get
to
at there,
conclusions,
but
bro.
no, dude. For me, it comes down to when I'm building a team, I'm not just looking at what are they doing now. It's you're starting a team, you're building your franchise around your core player, your franchise player, what you're trying to project them into. And long term, I think Zion is gonna help me win more than Ja. It's you can find a decent point guard. Hey, hold on. You can find a decent point guard.
Okay.
It's not that big of a deal. You can find a decent point guard, the Kyle Lowrys, um, lots of those guys, the Dragic, whatever.
Yeah.
You cannot find, it's very difficult to find elite small forwards and elite power forwards. It's way tougher, and you know that. Every kid growing up plays point guard. Everybody wants to be a point guard.
Who?
Name me the elite small forwards in this league. Besides KD, Giannis essentially plays the three. It's harder to find elite small forwards and power forwards than point
Where
guards.
would you have Zion playing though? Zion's playing the 4.
Yeah, I just said small forward or power forward. Do you
Okay,
listen
yeah.
when I
Name
speak?
me an elite power forward besides Giannis.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're a lot harder to find than
They're
point
a lot harder
guards.
to find, but also they're not that impactful in winning.
Oh,
They're not.
now you're saying Giannis is not?
Besides,
Oh,
besides
jeez.
Giannis, and maybe AD, because AD had some success in New Orleans before joining up with LeBron.
Pascal
You
Siakam?
don't, huh?
Pascal Siakam?
Okay.
That they're
You,
harder to find, but they
huh?
contribute to winning. Small
But then
forwards.
name me
Look
the
at the
elite
history
point
of the
guards.
game.
But then if you name me the elite point guards, Russell
Steph Curry,
Westbrook, Steph
Kyrie
Curry,
Irving, James
all have seen
Harden,
the
Russell
finals.
Westbrook. What?
All have seen the finals.
Really? James Harden has seen the finals?
Okay, besides Harden. But he's
Russell
not.
Westbrook has seen one, and he sucked. And he wasn't the best player on that team. Kevin Durant, small forward, was. So thank you for
Yeah.
proving my point. Thank you.
Small forward, not a power forward, bitch.
I said small forward and power forward, you
Just
dingus.
kidding. Okay.
It's so
Okay.
hard for me to try and not swear when I converse with you. My God. Just so
You know,
utterly frustrating. There's no common sense understanding with you.
you said okay. So you would rather build. Okay, you brought up the whole everything that Zion only played 19 games came off an injury. That wouldn't play a factor. That plays a big factor.
No,
If a
we're
guy's
looking
coming
long
into the league
term.
with
What are you
an
talking
injury,
about?
how many times do players get
I'm not
tagged as
looking at.
injury prone?
Oh, God.
All the time. Who did this happen to? Joel Embiid missed his first NBA season. Why? He was injured.
Also, Philly
Since then,
won to
he's been
tank.
constantly injured. How many times does that guy?
Okay,
That guy's
okay.
not played a
You
full season
cannot
yet.
say that because other guys in the past have had injury issues that Zion. Oh, he's guaranteed
No,
he's
no.
gonna be an injury
I'm
problem
saying
now.
is that injury that it will play a factor in you deciding on who you're building a franchise around. It does because we've seen it go wrong. I'm not saying
Yeah,
it will
we've
go
seen it
wrong in
go
his
wrong,
position. I'm saying
but
we've seen it go
I
wrong.
can't make that the sole factor when I see clearly Zion is a better option to build a franchise around than Ja Morant. If they were
Why?
neck and neck
Why?
close,
Why is he better? Why
I
is he a better
just
option?
told you for so many reasons. He's going to be a more dominant player in this league by far. Mark my words.
I'm giving it to you straight. Morant is going to make his team better and has
Sure.
shown that he can elevate his team into a
Zion
playoff
is going to be
position.
a better player, and you can build around him. You can find him a decent point guard, and he'll go further in his career.
Will
Mark
that
my
translate
words.
to wins, or will that
Yes, I
translate
just
to
said we'll go
a
further in his
Boogie's on
career.
Sacramento situation? Where the player is elite,
Okay,
the
but
guy
Boogie,
was fighting for
Boogie,
MVP positions, still could never make the playoffs.
hold on. I will say, Zion's already got a better supporting cast around him than Boogie ever did.
Okay.
Okay, so that comparison and Boogie,
And his team is still not in the
Boogie
playoff
was very
position.
selfish. Yeah, dude, it's the first year they were together and they're very young. Relax.
It's the first year that Memphis was together.
No, what do you
This
mean?
Memphis team.
Everybody on Memphis has been there except for Ja. What are you talking about?
Their main players, Jonas Valanciunas, came on
last season, halfway through.
Yes.
Okay.
Ja Morant's first season, Dylan
One-
Brooks.
Has been there 4 years, 5 years. 5 years Dylan Brooks has
none
been
of
there.
those guys
Brandon
were
Clark's been there 3
important.
years.
Yo, if you talk about Memphis of the past, you're talking about Conley. You're talking about Gasol. You're talking about those players. You're not talking about the guys
Yeah,
who are on the
no,
roster
for
right
sure.
now.
But these guys have been in that system learning for years. Okay, when did Ingram get there? This is his first year, right? Same with JJ Redick, same with Lonzo Ball, same with Zion Williamson. That's
And
four
one
of
team
your
has been
five
able,
main
and one
players.
team has been able to figure it out while the other team hasn't.
two different circumstances is what I'm saying. You're not listening to me.
Buddy, listen. When Zion came back, right? He's played 19 games, correct? When he came back, his team was not far off being 8th spot. They were in the 11th. They were probably 3 games behind. He was still unable to push his team into a playoff position.
So
He didn't know that this season
hold
would
on.
be canceled like it is now.
Tell
So
me
there's
this. Tell me this. Memphis got into the playoff discussion probably in the last 4 or 5 weeks before the pause, right?
Longer than that. Memphis has been 8 forever, bro.
Are you dumb? They have not been 8 seed forever. Start of the season, they were losing. And it took Ja some games to figure out how to win, right? Going from, let me just try and score 25 to, like you said, okay, I'm only getting 17 now, but more assists, make everybody better. So wouldn't Zion be allotted the same time?
We're talking about right now. We can't predict the future. I'm saying one guy's figured it out. One guy hasn't yet.
Yes, but
I can't say that this guy can
but
figure
I'm
it out
looking
like
to build a franchise. I'm not talking about what's going to happen right now. I'm talking
Yes.
down the road, 3-4 years. Zion would be allotted those same amount of games to figure it out like Ja Morant did through what does Ja Morant play? 60 games? 60 games, he was able to figure it out. Zion's only played a third of that. So in the long term, I'm talking years, he's going to do the same thing. Have that.
Would you rather choose the guy who's figured it out or the guy who can possibly
But I'm not trying to win today. I'm building a team.
Yes, but winning today is not a bad thing.
Yeah, but you're not going to win today with either of those guys as your best player.
Well, one guy is taking his team to a playoff position.
You're so
that's why
stupid.
I have him. That's why
but
I'm
do you
choosing him above. Because I've seen him figure it out. I've seen him do it.
Yes, no shit. I've agreed with you. But Zion's only played 19 games. So to me, it's not a big problem. You give him the more games, he's going to make that same progression.
What you're saying is as foolish as you picking Doncic over Harden in the top 5. Because you're basing it on prospects that this guy will live up to the expectations he's been given. Not
everything is telling me that he will.
Those expectations.
Everything is telling me that he will.
Okay, well, everything's
clear
showing me
indicators.
That Morant has.
I don't know about that.
You can't argue otherwise.
When this is all over, come to my house. We'll dissect his game film for an hour. I'll make him look. I'll find lots of holes in his game.
Whose game?
In Ja's.
I can find many in Zion. Since that one game where he shot
but
4
I'm admitting
threes, he's only attempted 2 more since then.
Yeah, because that's not his game, which I already acknowledged. He's going to grow that part of his game.
Exactly. And what did we talk about Giannis? He's not at the Giannis level, but how quickly the teams pick up on what the hell Giannis is going to do?
I think Zion can shoot better than Giannis right now.
Oh, give me a break, bro.
Has Giannis
4 threes in his NBA career.
Has Giannis ever even attempted 4 or 5 3-pointers in a game?
Maybe. When his team was slapping by 30.
Exactly. All right.
But there's different expectations set on Giannis that he can't attempt 4 threes.
And there's higher expectations on Zion too. That's why you're giving him a higher standard to live up to because he was touted as the next biggest thing coming since LeBron James.
But this is why I feel like the whole argument is with choosing Zion over Ja. A lot of people keep saying, Zion is like a ratings angel. Like as soon as he's playing on the court, people want to watch.
No, but that's not what I take into effect. I'm trying to win on the court. That's irrelevant. Make a valid point.
That's what I'm attacking is winning, and who I've seen shown that they can win with a team that had no expectations to do anything. It's been Morant. It hasn't been Zion.
Oh God!
I'm sorry, bro. You can't argue otherwise.
No, the main thing you're using in this argument is that you haven't seen Zion play more than 19 games, which is so absurd.
Because like I'm saying with Doncic not knowing how he performs in the playoffs, I can't.
No, but that was more. No. That was more.
Think can happen.
No. That would be the same as if you've seen Zion only average 9 points a game this season, because I've seen James Harden fail every single time in the playoffs. I haven't seen Zion suck every single one of those 19 games. So those are not even close comparisons. You catch what I'm saying?
I do. But I'm just saying, you're foolish for thinking either.
And I think you're one of the dumbest people to be on a podcast ever, and I don't even know why people even watch us when they see you.
Bro, put up a voting poll. I'm telling you more people.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. I'm here to educate the people, and you are the people. You believe what the media wants you to believe.
Zion has not shown to be able
Dude.
to do what Morant has shown he can do.
You
for his
should have stopped talking when I explained to you why having a point guard as your best player never results in winning. So what the hell is the point of building around a point guard?
Bro, this isn't new. You're talking about the past. Maybe Morant can be that difference. Maybe he can be that what's it called point guard to show that
Really?
elite
Hold
point
on,
guard
hold
can
on,
win in the league.
hold on. So
We've seen
give me-
we've seen that happen. As
yes.
you said, we haven't.
I said there's been one time in the last 20 years. And before we end this discussion, I'm going to explain to you one more thing. So the one point guard we have seen be the best player on the team and win was 2015 Steph Curry, right?
Yeah.
Coming into the following season, what happens? LeBron makes Steph Curry his son. Okay?
Okay, but that's
Slaps
LeBron.
him around. Okay? And then what do the Warriors have to do? Well, we need somebody better than Steph, and from the small forward, let's go get Kevin Durant. Because Steph Curry, having your point guard as your best player, was not good enough to win against LeBron James, small forward. You cannot win in this league as of right now.
It wasn't just LeBron that series.
Okay, Kyrie
was
too.
averaging
Kyrie,
over 30
great.
points.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. In the
Okay.
final game 7, he
Okay,
had 40
final
points,
game.
buddy.
You're talking about he averaged over 30
He
for
had
the series.
he did the shot. But everyone knows won that series for them.
Oh my God, I hate that argument. Stop talking.
It's true.
Stop talking. I'm about to end this. LeBron James had the best finals run in the history of the bloody world that series.
He didn't do it without help.
He had the fadeaway right
He didn't
before
do it
that
without
to
help.
even make that Kyrie shot possible. And who
Okay.
had the block? Too. LeBron won them that game in that series. Do not tell me. Kyrie hit one great shot. Thank you very much. Fantastic shot. If LeBron didn't do every other thing leading up to that and after that, wouldn't have been a chance. So get that out of here. I'm telling you.
At the end of the day.
Hey, and you're talking about today's NBA. So today's NBA is more point guard driven and shooting driven. So why hasn't more point guards won? More elite point guards
Not this
won?
season. This season's kind
No,
of
I'm saying
starting to lean
today's
towards
NBA.
the big guys. Because look at teams like Clippers, who their starting point guard is Patrick Beverly. Look at teams
Clippers
like
are undersized. What are you talking about?
yeah, but they don't have any guards really that they're playing with besides George.
Paul George and
Will.
Beverly. And Lou
Beverly.
Williams. Lou Williams. What are
Beverly.
you talking about?
Beverly.
Pat
Those
Beverly is
two
their
can
starting
be-
point guard.
Exactly. It's an embarrassment. That's
He's there for
That's what I'm
defense.
saying,
And what about
I
a guy
feel
named
like-
Lewis Williams?
Huh?
What about Lou Williams? He plays more minutes than
Yeah.
Pat Bev pretty much.
But who's leading right now in the West? The big team. The guy whose point guard is 6'9", 240 pounds.
And that's what I'm saying. That's how you win. You need
No, but
big
I'm saying
guys.
this season, I think is starting to lean towards forwards.
No,
not point guard.
the Lakers are the only team that's that big, and Philly
And
just
they're gonna
sucks.
win. And Milwaukee.
And look at Philly. Oh, they're trying to build around Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Well, we got to get Ben Simmons out of there. Then let Joel Embiid take over, and then they'll actually do something. I'm telling you that much.
Either way,
All right,
it's Morant over Zion.
it'll never be. Hey, we'll leave this. We'll check back in 5-10 years, see what's happened with their careers.
Well,
I'm
so
saying,
you
bro.
remember him though.
All right, we're moving on.